Manchester United. One way Bobo Kono Aseye, na unim say Carlos Baleba, and come on Akoswa, Manchester United on Bobo Kono Aseye, and yes, you officially Manchester United, a former contact, Eddie Remo, Brighton and Hove Albion. I'm a Brighton follow, I catch a United, say Carlos Baleba, and your dear, one way betono, na omu Brighton, omu ni intention bia, eso mejai boy no, I'm gonna call a Samai, into United and Toma General, player no, nya dear Brighton, Everton, dear Momoa, and Carlos Baleba, and Brighton, and for Manchester United and Coma, Ebam, and Umray, Jumetiano, so now they're telling so realm, Chelsea, one Subobo Kona say report Amina, and it's a Borussia Dortmund, yes, say over 20 million euros, 50 million pounds, by Esen Kakani Chukwemeka, and Chelsea in Jano Nomebo, and Famomo, now yes, Chelsea, I catch a Dortmund, so money saw there, Adaya. Some player permanent deals are banning clubs bebredis kepiaba esen komo pekani chukwemeka womanto na mo dot woman samo baso and kambeto player now triter musa the loan deal and aba money so there musa pade fo eno Chelsea. Yes, the Omakadia chair, Borussia Dortmund. One more team in Tomakachomo, a permanent deal, and ya dear. One more mechanic to Kwemeka, I call on loan to Dortmund, Bobo Kona, and also a transfer story of free Chelsea. One more say Ebam, and you may Nottingham Forest. Yes, so many Douglas Luiz. One more agree personal terms. I must say, saying, I have Forest, or Mupushi Dino, or Juventus, Bobo Kona say, now only say Forest. One so, one I have Douglas Luiz on Fifiwa. Obeboa ama niema koye edem ama eye Forest wo mutim no ewo eye English Premier League no mo entino omani abre boy ne de wa chatum so obeba na wa bebo ede ama eye Nottingham Forest wo mu ebobo ko no ewo eye EPL no makase Juve any Forest ba agree on a fee na fe Forest atua ede ama Juventus no mo so atumi afa eye Douglas Luiz no ba abesi akai ede ama mo a ye de no so enkomo no Ejemo ewo Jumajeno Esu Mikel Arteta on Premier League title. Yebusa Mikel Arteta ewo the pre-match press conference ahead of Manchester United gamer Ebasu Nyame Aduma Kwesi Adano ena yebusa Arteta say Premier League no obaje anasa onje na Arsenal chances krano Senator Mikel Arteta no ye no Mikotino Arteta say, you keep digging, and you have to be digging, because one day, the gold is going to be there. For 3 seasons, we have had more points than any other team in the league, which is incredible. That is all about the consistency. In Arteta Chemwa, I asked a call Galamsey site so ko 2 gold no empempi ube use gold na ndida asase ni o e wo so tuko form na wo tuko form na dakro ube 2 gold no enti Arsenal ni Premier League dia no e wo no Mikel Arteta ne time as a coach was so matu Womugusu tu Nenchakra Ometu gold no which is the Premier League title enti no Arsenal chitani Arteta so me lose hope na digging on my in the past 3 seasons womanya points and the Premier League team bia nemom womu team in league no e cheso my very consistent e league no mo enti we are consistent in digging we are consistent sir utu amna ne conform a oh God no enche be show anim pa and I'm say Arteta we dey enka Ghana nka ubetumi ene Galamsey for ya adwumo ni nyina ne se Galamsey for ro ubetumi akona watu betu a wontu gold bia na mom debia wo mu arehemu se nema enso ebe fa ede amomo a enom oye Mikel Arteta wono so dia eba ene nwumrei ewo eye dwumade ne so Manchester City boboko no dia mete ene se Ederson awe goalkeeper demo weekend match a wo mo bo no Pep Guardiola you know edeno every squad anymore entianya dia Ederson Moraes wo beta goal post anymore ede ama Manchester City na watchwe na Pep Guardiola na dia to da so one de weekend Ederson man in chance coach me be say me ko and I say menya ofa bi mpese anka mo consider enti players e City na no wo mo ho wo mo ye City players Ederson ka bibi anche no ento no nim sesto Ederson Manchester City wo mo player na de besi Ederson future Pep Guardiola say obianim ono Pep Guardiola kra no enya de a onim Ederson the future Manchester City wo mo ebobo kom na mom ye betumi aka confirm Germany say enya dia Ederson na wotwe ye wo beda go post ni mo ejem ama Manchester City wo mo team na ye dia no so come on ma jumade ne so Ruben Amorim on Rasmus Højlund ni future yes AC Milan the bid about ama denon komoni kwa ni mo na coach Ruben Amorim dia na ka fa no so o say Milan omo bid na aba no eni omo ofa na aba no one do ye coach who you prepare the team tino nyame aduma kwasi ada Rasmus Højlund womo ebetumi Genesia kan enso Manchester United womo ebobo kono asya eno de free buy e de mamo ye dwumade ne so enti Ruben Amorim chemu a obetumi the Rasmus Højlund double game until so be free bobo kono still we United player obetumi ayusu no ho a eno so come on eba wo ko PSG wo ma so ya defender ne di no di Mukiele last season de ni Cologne Bayern for Leverkusen afi wa back na yes Sunderland any PSG awie Sunderland to no di Mukiele na ba be si akan English Premier League na package no 9.5 million pounds plus 2.5 million add-ons and two can in Abomua nature say 12 million pounds and a Sunderland etia no mafa noti Mukiele and no every PSG one more Bobo Kronman also and come on by and you may na Oliver Glasner Crystal Palace manager and was say what it is a better cheese or call Maguehi ko or say the two players are preparing for the Chelsea game. Was who the bet match na baby aka so ni players ne koma Guehi woko Liverpool bere Chelsea oko Arsenal na Chelsea baby nemom ono de nyame ya adoma na otwe wiye what the sa two players no ekoginem abo de ama Crystal Palace omo da so Crystal Palace players until said deal ni be go through Wabemo mabo games. Enti Crystal is some players. United is Rasmus Højlund. Manchester City pe and what drop Ederson. And in a free squad anymore. And also I want some bar and you may Jumadian so Didier Drogba at the petition Akoma Atalanta. Now see petition 50 pages. What krata pages Marco Edronum Ediama Atalanta so na dia na mo ya demo la look ma ya mo peso obekui dey as ye concerned footballers ayabo the past footballers ye wo Africa na say as asem no mo sheda ni look ma ngini yo entin we dia de say de mo hwe sakratai mo na mo jai boy ne man nko club wono so epeso ko eno Didier Drogba wono so letter wo de akoma Atalanta wo mo team no efa ademola Lookman ho a ye de no so nkomo no ema wene anwumrei oko AC Milan o ma say a yes o mo free Bayern ese Joseph Stanisic wo mo epe no o mo ye inquiries ema yes Croatian international Stanisic akache Bayern ese onko obebo obe fighting for the position AC Milan ya club wono ebetumi akosi akan ede amomo imprimpe opeso to aso a esi akan edem kama Bayern Munich wo mo team na ede eno so nkomo no eba wo be kronam na Bayern so afre RB Leipzig esa Xavi Simons no one something say yes Simons catch omo esa a move to Munich enya possible no there Chelsea ena opeso kokosi akan edmomo enti Stanley se so betena Bayern no Xavi Simons ɛso ɔno mpɛ ban ɔkɔ Chelsea na wakɔ ɛno makosi akan a yɛde ɛno so ɛwo nkɔmɔ no ɛma ɛwɔ dwumadie ne so ɛnɛ anwummerɛ gya so na yɛde nkurɔfoɔ nkuro so nsɛm no ɛde asi MY Caesars Company Dr. Caesar Lina Energy Tea bɛgye bi nanom bubɔ bia no pɛ wia anwummerɛ ɛno ɛna bɛma energy ɛno na bɛma ahoɔden sonko a wode bɛyɛ adwuma wɔ abra wɔn nso onte brɛ ɛwɔ dwumadie a wodi bia mu na Lina Energy Tea no ɛyɛ general well-being ɛnyɛ no nko a timber capsules mɛma aduro onomu a bɛma wobɛwo so ho wɔ mpam ɛwɔ ɛyɛ anwummerɛ anɔpa ɛne awia wode w'ani kyɛm ɛwɔ Caesar office ɛwɔ mrom yɛne ɛyɛ ɛkyamfo market ɛdi animhwɛ yɛ number no ɛyɛ 0244 46 26 89 0244 46 26 89 ɛne Dr. Caesar ɛni nkɔmmɔ PKB group of companies ɔma brand new car tires no ɔma brand new car batteries ne nyina ne sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ wo car no ɛnya ahoɔden mapa na ɔnso ode nante a wafili comfortable ɛnyɛ car ɛnɛ onama na agye asi baabi ɔkyena nama na agya dum wobɔ ɛyɛ gya no so koraa ɛmpagya no mu battery na wo sɛ kodwo tɔ PKB sɛ bra bɛgye car batteries bɛgye car tires na bibia ɛnkɔye ɛmfama wo ɔma security doors a efra brochima mu ɛgya aba ɛnso ɛwɔ nasoɛyɛ wasi dan na wi a PKB ne security doors no ɛna ɛwɔ so yusu tafo nkramofo asie no ne hwɛ ne mu pɛ ɛhɔ ɛna PKB ɛwɔ Ofori Chrome New Road Junction afei nkran teshino ngwa brigade ɛhɔ nyina kɔ a wobɛhu PKB 0209 170 030 ɛna 0501 485 115 perfect skin and body therapy my body nenya fe manenya kono skin no manenda so manenya na pimples beko stretch marks beko na so be free anim tattoo ye be pepa perfect skin and body therapy afa body slimming stomach reduction body enlargement and a flat tummy obaya so ya ye bi ewo ho Kumasi Bushana Bram Junction Accra Osuakwaje Park Sita Sabon Sainimu first floor eho ena yewo 0553 312 911 0272 453535 perfect skin and body therapy be perfect promise herbal bejinu pano ewo yasoye eno ena ema awode e boost immune system no general body weakness ebeko e manage stress na digestion akoso ye ewo nipadua ni mo e promise herbal bibi dro ena ye ton e dia ma de wati nkan bia no fo ni chem ewo adum Bosheba Plaza ewo eye Methodist aso no enhwe ni mu pe eho ena behu ye 0535 544 681 0535 544 681 promise cyber number no Bosheba Electricals beje rechargeable table fans ni bi ewo yasoye ni nyina ne se eye multi purpose rechargeable table fan ebetumi asokane ama obetumi de abonwom wabra de pen drive shame na de eye nwanwa wom ne se eye di solar ene charge enti no se dum kane o endum kane o obetumi de solar charge na wa use edem ho ba bia obetumi ahange e ho o de 170 cedis bar ye ma standing fan e wo Bosheba Electricals ya so ye ebi ensiye e wo ba bia 170 cedis fabeji standing fan edum PZ Kenya market in anymore. Bosheba building were doom prisons runabout. And afe anti tackle for building. Ewa doom peas at also oba ubehunye ewo ho 03220 30838 and a 0536 095 966 Bash digital satellite. Beji decoders nibi ye install amount. Na fe wi ya recharge at the amount obehe bo ni nyina bi obehe movies obehe cartoons obehe lifestyle obehe enyom ewo ye decoder no eso eno na ye install ama hotels game centers guest houses restaurants and afi ankrankre bia no sa decoder no na wo so beji bi furniture mu Abrepo Junction ship mu eho na Bash digital satellite ewo friend ewo 0200 05 0848 and 0556 287757. Now on the Bash Digital Satellite Atre Enkomo Promotional Ghana Limited Cowbell Coffee Promo no Egusu Ekoso to Cowbell Coffee Promo sachet no do. Now what you check code na ewom no send the call *713*27# and scan the QR code no na also beka draw na ho achede p na ewom yebema eye PS5 console se udibia TVs ka ho phones laptops and afa sika achede Zanzibar ne South Africa kwantu ero so da ho etwen car esiso Suzuki Jimny SUV udia yebedane edi amount Cowbell Coffee promo no and audio ho esem hye kakra ho enti ukono na wahye ne nso edi amaye abo no num aka don hwemiensa anwumre no nwotwe ya se ya Oyerepa FM ye premises oba supernatural watch night ye bompaye ewo ahanom na asɛmti a ɛda empire bone so no ye free Luke chapter 1 verse 37 Luke asempa etiba ko ni nchichemu aduasa enso na the God of all possibilities eno eneda so na se nyame a otumi ade nyina ye bre na yemfa yadesrede enko awurade ni bra na yemfa yenkotose enko awurade ni bra na yensumu awurade so na omayen eyenkwatente omayen hoodene omayen diye na ombo yebusua ho ban ombo oman Ghana ho ban ni nyina eyempaibo a yebebo ne anwumre ewo Oyerepa FM yanimu heya bra enyumto na mu no na mpaibo na mu Minister Kwame Jedu Joshua Bano Frida Boatin Junior Kwaku Jesse ena fe mebe oche omu nyina eba ene yen abehunyom na yabɔ mpae edi account yenhia anwumre na mpaibo no ebetumi akoso kama on that note me James edi ama me senior brother Clementino the darling boy if you are there Drew yentufo but ena anwumre mpaibo ni nti ebetufo Tino. Good
Solomon
evening.
Carter. Good evening.
Yes, me tea pie me pa.
Ibia be fine. Manya line no. Manya line no.
Ade no. Many captain be kasa. Be task ni.
Amen kwa no pan kam action. Kasa be ka nye. Na me so wa men tren kakra.
Entu ntwe ye mu na hu se.
No na bua me a say. Me so ma men tren.
Samia mi abi o. Obo aduro ni bi.
Bro, boy say.
Osini CCL enti o boy SM ne kakra
na yi sisi mama
me kwa de mi di twa yo SM no sabe se na o hwe la me se bi camp ni so
betu
say there be and watch night no tuntum we de mintimi fanyinam
yeah
madam me ho asesa tare na bi
so kura kai de
oh yes
ko ya no ko twa yuti
ya mo na ye be den
so
Adena bede
ya se asaba ne
there be obeginam onko now the onko se sa
bokakran sa
wo jacket wa be kasa wo jacket wa office
ma se atale fita homache
awo asem
awasa mudi nso
ko
person na wana bi na ko no ne yankwa homache ma na adwo na nya atade ba ko esoro honom ayi okọ kwadwomu ho a wo hwe sie wo tawo mo
asesoro be se wo ya ya be onsa me already no anopa bia me ba ohun dade asiama e wo promise me ne na adi ginema anti ewie ya na ese mafa me back na maba enti de ye be ne life
nyama ginem so lona Liverpool dia no nyama ko se ma bobo mo me ne bom off mu bia
oh yes e say Anslot they are tudwa say e ka say Oma you ready there in the meantime they are ready for the game
okay
yes 7 yeah 7 na 7 o'clock
munya nhye
me calculate time now me dem ma hwebo there be born me da hwebi
ada phones na wo ye de say mo de na ye
say 7 7 e bia na sa time me twa me ho a me ba na mtikem
ya hwe no phone so
there be enso distracted driving no
no so ya sem
but me nim de me
yeah be
nim de me e wo say me quick call ba be hwe no wa hansa na program na shase saka 2 hours
yes
wetim the 40 minutes akọ
yes
na me de be 30 ayi bibia na another 40 me de aba abo ano si me ba be dru na yes 650
yes
me calculation abo ano kama
yes amenya na kontem na wa o cha nyama hagene yes so Solomon Carter and again abedru 52 Ezali Highway Sports ya channel so ye be sorry Ezali 6 years sorry na ene de asem twama so say news for ne ma nti we be prepare grounds no for nwumre dwumadi e wo ho na afi bibia aye kama sheka ena ababetena si enche mo anam so nso nyina ho mo be hia no ho de oye hwe nyeyie nti so lo da be
nyame adoma next week betimias
yes
o de entrance nye
entrance ho
a new ayifo no a newscasters no omo de omo tenase na ye na
abo ko yen passion
ha ye passion sports entertainment any aden de engina ho
nti esramo kwachi na kwachi nka ho no mo so mo nyiro nya no ka ho wa kwachi
the only di charge ne pa ye you
sent
eduana ba sent mark ya ono na lead ono na lead
yes next week mo hwe tv news no shake a bejina no presentation comment we actually din ana house better say ana
but all the 70 minutes say
shake dear me
offer me ankasa me offer
you we fine
anyway offer unza na wachi di ensam ne de bebre e na ba so GFA ecosign MTN deal and afei so Congress eba so enei opariado akasa coach Abdul Karim Zito akasa clubs na de nsem bebre atudwa enua Santi Chum communication director and the Ghana Football Association also de nsem kakra atudwa etie wi ane de awom ne atiesi clubs no omo transfers no ensem ba komienu bi on say ebeto dwa say has na wachi enka omo be announce 8 players but yes but rather no 9 players
and no
be announce 9 but enya maso na awachi mu
announcement na enya maso
tie be Monday Tuesday there
okay
na list no etimi ababo nti enya list no
okay
aye dey bread tiefo
exclusive
be
hwere nyina gu ho
e da kuma se asante kotoko su kopie mo Cape Coastal training no mo ye na no odin pa
is it player bianca no mkofo kan ho aso
ai player no oyegun krofo ani mo ase oyegun krofo ani mo ase ehunye ye de hu nsem nyina e de bebre mo na afi so clubs na aka no omo transfer news ni so wa ha ye de ni nyina eba ababe som ye tiefo nti ofa na se wie de wo ho no headlines no ye de agu ho no
e de wa so na se de ye ka no we no de be 5 minutes nsem na mo tine na wo twere wo bosoma wo owia exclusive no na odi atoa so ansa no beba no gise de we e prapra na kwema bra why see Babrin Saloon twametiru say dia utimu safari ano ho a wiei waso ni TV na biem kama nti why see my enchi abodwuma wa afari ano ho a na jese squad ni nyina obia ehwe sheka ne mre ni yesu sheki ma wiase nyina ehunu dwane live on your Facebook na one no with the videos and pictures visa ho dia so bia eni eche sheka ne mre no enu ane
ojamjai ya dia shem Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Okay, fire some na Oyerepa 100.7 Highway Sports any atna sia e den sem ni nyina e de bremo okopiem e wo Facebook na e Oyerepa TV on Facebook ene ye de no so egu ho anoma ye de sem ni nyina unya ne ba bia e Oyerepa e na ye de brewa producers ekuku dam asame anope na mene no nya 1212 bi no no ta chire o de sem ni nyina no wakunchira gu nkrata so umuna wanim kra o chura ye be kan na ye de ama ye de ni nyina e de ebremu ho se de manso no ye twene den na ye be nsem na se unso fa na watwi mu the Ghana Football Association president etimi ene MTN Ghana esa yonkofa agreement omutimi de pen esi nkrata so esensai contract MTN for no epese various national teams no the Black Stars of Ghana, the Black Queens, the Black Princesses and the Black Satellite omo so mase no ma sponsor omo na Mr. Keto Kreku ensam kakra etuja wose ono de odanyame asese MTN for no always be ano omo kire ene the Ghana Football Association no edo na omo tima sign 2 year sponsor de ama ene national teams no yankoni enkotie nsama Ghana Football Association president Eddie Tuja ti na se eno no nti na contract ne de emo hwam ye pa na sika etimi PM no na se eye 2 million Ghana cedis ena etimi APM onom yenko ne yenko tie nsem no.
We are not here to talk about the Black Stars only. We are here to talk about the Black Queens. We are here to talk about the Black Satellites. We are here to talk about the Black Starlets, and maybe even more, the special U19 Boys Championship. MTN Ghana is very much interested in the well-being of the youth of our country. MTN Ghana is interested in the progress of our youth. MTN Ghana is committed towards our collective future by investing in our today. This is what MTN Ghana believes in. The belief is that if you invest in the youth of today, probably you will have a better tomorrow. So MTN Ghana have always shown the way and have always shown leadership and has always believed in our collective tomorrow, for which reason we are here today to announce a 2-year partnership between the FA and MTN Ghana worth $2 million over a 2-year period. This investment by MTN would ensure that these young boys, our Black Queens, our satellites, would have the best of preparations that will put them in a competitive mood for the big championships. Thank you, MTN. The biggest challenge of the Football Association has been solved by MTN Ghana.
Ene sama Mr. Ket Okreku edituja na Congress national clubs no ekwaji tumu se enedie wa wo be ye Ghana Football Association president bi ase Mr. Ket Okreku tisu die na se ne term no eso a obetimi akọ another term edi aka ho ne no ena MP for Otafo FM no Honorable Vincent Eko esifua ese we die yagituma enye ye afenso eyenim guasie pa wo de yenko ka kum ye de ne kwakuo no mu de ono ankasa be kan nsem a e de afa enei time ya ene class ne kwaji tu mu no.
This is unacceptable. Fortunately, because of monetization and maybe an attempt to immortalize the presidential position in GFA, they have been successful. I feel that it's a very dark day in our football. It is an affront to the normalization committee in 2019 when they adopted the GFA statute. Mind you, after the announced expose, we needed to make sure that we sanctify our football. It was on that basis that the normalization committee that was made up of FIFA representatives who agreed that going forward, we should have a 2-term limit for presidential position as far as the GFA is concerned. So why do we now do something that is against committee's recommendation that is supposed to, as it were, sanctify our football? It means that we are just going back to the pre-2019. This is shameful, it's embarrassing, it shouldn't have happened, and the football committee should bow their head in shame. Based on the committee's recommendation, GFA in particular, and because of what transpired previously, the normalization committee that encompassed persons within our country and persons that are also from FIFA. It was based on their wisdom that they adopted the 2019 GFA statute that we should limit it to 2 terms. And so I am surprised that the football community will go and do something that is untoward, that is different from what the normalization committee adopted in 2019, which is supposed to, as it were, make good our football. It's unfortunate. This shouldn't have happened. And I think that maybe going forward, we should also make sure that the person who also made this does not benefit from it.
Enti Honorable Vincent Ekosifua na uko PML Parliament swa oka ene Parliamentary Select Committee of Sports no or your ranking member ewo mu ye pa about football ne dia na se ne hobby no enoa na football na no de digi nani ode nsem we se nyina etimi etudwa Dr. Nyawo Tamaklo enso akasa ene wose de esi wa Congress na se ne de eyenim guasie pa no ankasa personally no why the step efa niema ekoso ewo Congress na se.
What has happened must be a very shameful act from the effort. And also, I personally am very much disturbed because it appears people can joke with the constitution no matter what. Thirdly, these things are done for individual benefits. And that's exactly what has happened. Legally, this amendment could be challenged on several grounds. Procedural irregularity, failure to follow internal constitutional safeguard, breach of governance norms, and also contravention of FIFA's own expectation for fair and transparent administration. Now, if it's left unchallenged, this is a concerning precedent, threatening not just the foundations of football governance in Ghana, but the democratic principles we have worked so hard to entrench. These things are dangerous we shouldn't forget that there are young people copying it. Why do people want to stay in power indefinitely? For what reason? Just to steal. I repeat it, just to steal. Nothing else. So please, I personally am against it, and I'll always be against it, because it took us years to be in this so-called democratic dispensation that we have today. Some of us have suffered, both in jail and many other things. People like Kwame Pienyin has been in prison for over 12 years just to get this democratic dispensation. I have spent 5 years of my life. So when I'm talking, I know what I'm talking about. To anybody who attempts to destroy the democratic dispensation we have, I personally will have to fight until I die.
Enti Dr. Nyaonya Otamaklo na mote se ono so ede na dwenkyerɛ etuja ede afa Congress no ne ma ekwase Henry Asante Twum so ekasaye ono communication director ede ma the Ghana Football Association no ode nsam kakra etuja na Congress ne koso no nsentro form kopie mu ono ofanya ade ayemo etimi call Congress na se ekwohwe ye ne mo peso omo ye na no na Henry ababonte a ochirema wase se wokọ CAF anase FIFA na se ye Congress a ye ma media no enso ye mo kwan mo entimi enwram e Congress na se e ma afen so omo kohwe ne e koso e ho e no de sanchemu we se nyina enso etimi babonte a omo de e ma ye.
At CAF, media is not granted permission in the auditorium or the place where Congress is going. Once Congress is over, the entire CAF Executive Council comes out of the Congress room to address the press. At FIFA, it's the same practice. Luckily for us, just this February, March, we had the CAF Schools, African Schools Championship. There was a CAF Executive Council meeting at 11. Motsepe and the Executive Council came out at 1. And you were there to brief the press. This is standard practice. Now again, whilst we want to adhere to standard practice, we've gotten to a point where we have almost 2 million bloggers. We have 500 TV stations. We have 2,000 radio stations. Aside that, 124 delegates, about 50 invited guests. So you end up having a room full of cameras, recorders, whatever, crisscrossing. So at the end of every Congress, we review how Congress went in terms of coverage, in terms of media, in terms of marketing, all the various areas. One of the things we have identified over the period is that sometimes you have about 150 journalists in the room, all struggling for content, and they all want to mount their cameras, and they all want to have their station logos or whatever on the high table. There is a bit of difficulty. So the decision is that going forward, if it is that we go to a space or a place where we do not have enough space, it will be better to put the media in a confined area. They can come, do all the peripherals before Congress. Once the session starts, we put them in a confined area. Once the session is over, you organize a press conference to update. So you do not make their presence meaningless or useless. So that is part of the decisions we took this time.
Okay, enti ano ene sama Henry Asante Twum Erituja na Prosper Harris na do nso general secretary edema the Ghana Football Association Congress na se no ene nso achema na ebeto oja so amacho omo free league ni mu no omo kopie mu ho ayeso omo so timi koto aba ne no ene aba ode adwenkyere aba be chiechiem reason why ntia nso achema etimi to aba ne bi.
Instructor is still a member of the Ghana Football Association. Instructor wrote to the FA that they want to be removed from all competitions, especially Premier League, for which reason they were charged and they were taken to the disciplinary committee. Congress is always attended by all the clubs who played the season, and so this Congress, you have all the teams that play for the Premier League, including the relegated club. This is their last Congress before they will become a Division 1 club. So the next season, all the 3 relegated clubs, Intratemai, Accra Lions, and then Legon Cities. This Congress, they have 2 rep seats. They sat at the Premiership side. So next year, Legon Cities and then Accra Lions, they will sit at the Division 1 side. Intratemai next year will not be at the Congress because they have been demoted to the lower leagues of Gongafo. So if anything, that's where they will go to their Congress. But this Congress, they are legitimately qualified to be there. Same way, women's Premier League clubs, state ladies and the likes who have been relegated, they came to Congress at the Regional Division 1 League. The Division 1 club, the 10 clubs that have been relegated, this Congress, they attended as Division 1 club. That's why you saw Kotoku there. You saw all of them. Next year is when they will be in the 2nd division.
Ano ene sama Prosper Senado editu dwa Alaji Akambi ono so kasa ya abro kopie mu e wo Congress na se okoye ekogina mu e ma Accra House of Folk na wakasa wase nani age ono de nani age na nipa dodo na ekopie mu wo Congress na se ni nyina obia dodo na gi decision e course wo ho no etu mu na owogidi se decision e course wo ho na omo egitu mu no ebeye kwan paso e de ama clubs no.
The Mass Secretary have read everything. It wasn't something hidden or cut upon in a stone. For the explanation we gave, for sure, if you look at it, you know what it is. It's a self-explanatory issue. I mean, FA has been communicating to FIFA, CAF, and then they gave them the guidelines on what to do. And I'm happy these are the delegates issue in the Congress. And then the majority has taken the decision. So I believe all those that took a decision, that would be the best reference.
Ene sama Alaji Akambi so de tuja abro kopie mu e wo Congress na se na Ajiman Vision FC head coach ono so akasa was 1 million Ghana cedis ya be de ye papa good money and FA no etimi e de aba e beboa ama ene clubs no omo mutimi tua players ne kanyina no obi atimi tua player ka afen so metimi ato players a omo epeyenko ne enko tie nsema head coach e ma Vision FC na Ajiman ode etu
The players are jumping about by now. Most clubs suffered last year in terms of salary payments and stuff like that. A lot of clubs were behind. Players will cry out and do all of that. But I think that with this money, players are going to be more settled, be able to go into their games not thinking financial burden anymore. My hope is that the club owners would use these monies and take care of the players and the club as a whole. And I think that if that happens, then players can get onto the field. We as coaches can have a good job done with them, and everything will go well. So for me, I did say kudos to the GFA, kudos to Kurt for being able to get this for the clubs. It goes a long way to help Ghana football.
Ene sama na Ajiman suko PM Congress na se Emma Vision FC ono sutimi eri tuja ho yankoni enko PM head coach edema baby ani Gold Stars omugusua boabo ho na coach Frimpong Manso de nsem kakra tuja o chema o sit top for you mbebo ide a good test edema team no afen so Africa omo beko no ebebo omo papa yankoni enko tie nsema coach Frimpong Manso timi de tuja.
The top 4 will be a very good test for us. Like you said, to form us a very good preparation for us going to the Africa. And if you look at the teams involved in the top 4, Kotoko will also be going to Africa. House of Folk, they also have that prestige when it comes to Ghana football. And then Heart of Lions, if you watch them during the just ended league, you could see they also have the quality. So for me, it's a tournament. We'll take it seriously because it will help us. If we are able to go through all the games, I think it will put us in a very good shape going to Africa. Well, the top 4, I think it will mean a lot to us and to the people of Bebiani.
Ene sama coach Frimpong Manso to etimi edi tuja hono coach Bashir Hayford ono so head coach edi Emma Heart of Lions wakasa wonu su chema sit top 4 ne de ono waje mako 3 with different teams na sesia na omo bebo no de ono no enye new kra Emma no as head coach Edema Heart of Lions.
I won top 4 3 times. Yes. People didn't know. I won with Lions, I won with Kotoko, I won with Shanti Gold. 3 top 4, this to my credit. I'm going to play the 4th one again, and then it is not a new tournament for me. I am happy we are going to meet our old friends again, Kotoko and Hearts. And then this time the new entrance, that's Gold Stars. We are going to prepare very well, and we are going to use that one too as our preparatory grounds for the league. And so it's good tournament for us to test our new players and test the old players again and see our preparedness for the 25-26 leagues.
Coach Bashir Hayford na den sam kakra etuja coach Masil Didi Dramani so head coach Edema Accra Heart of Folk wakasa wase ene tough hectic time pa Edema has team no na ene tough 4 ya omo eba bebo no ebe bua team no ebe balance team no na new players omo ba no so omo enya proper preparation ewo team ni mo yenti ensem odi tuja.
It's the hectic time of the season, more especially when you're having new staff, having a new crop of players coming in an environment where you want to institute clear cultures, direct into philosophies, and then finding the right game model, what is the style of play, and then trying to get people to move away from a concept and then adapting, integrating into a new concept, and then finding ways to get them adapted. It's very challenging getting into people's mind to let them align in certain concepts that you are trying to bring. But I think that so far, so very good.
Sama coach Masudi Dramani editu Jacob no wusu player edema Hasso folk on also akasa was his supporters ni nyina momra stadium momra dodo na mo nyina momra mepiem na or promise se has ebeje top 4 trophy no e de asu omo na so.
The America chair, your supporters, and say, among buying numbers to come and support us to win this trophy. And we make them promise that we are going to win the trophy for them. So they should come in numbers to support across the folk. The assurance I'm giving them is they should come in their numbers to support us. And we promise them we are going to win this trophy for them.
Ene sama kwabno usude tu eja Emmanuel Enchisu ye Kumasi Asante Kotoko player se tofo we de boa omo preparation ye papa abra omo boa omo di omani achemu ewo Africa.
Our pre-season just started and there is going to be a preparation for us for Africa. We are coming in with more seriousness and determination to, win this trophy to Kumasi Asante Kotoko and the supporters. So yeah, we are going to do this and we did it. Like we are going to do it again.
Yeah, for you, Accra is like your home grounds, right?
Yeah, I'm from Accra.
Okay, but for Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
Of course, all day. Anytime. And they know themselves. Yenyanum Kumasi for Capri, I die anyway. You bear the Ocean, na fan lifted trophy in the mom, Nema, Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters no so in NJ.
Okay, and sama Emmanuel entry edit to eja or parade on swakasa or PRO ede Emma Hasso folk no say ene or ye sure sell more cap no mo bebono. Heart of Lion supporters na nkasa kra no omo chema has for. Omo chema has for kwembia so because omo ye has supporters fans anti Sunday ne de kwembia so manya no omo de be show omo trim say Heart of Lion supporters ne twemo omo de omo kono omo nim de omo koye o park ne so
Heart of Lions for no sebi show some no supporters in that club na House of War yes that team be wo baby and it is wo baby it makes the game very interesting and very much entertaining. We give them that respect, but you do pitch those one it is not as omo fi has mu ne buy and we have to make sure that at the end of the 90 minutes, as I say, father and son affair, but we don't it's a penny not credible gray. And that's exactly what we are making sure that on Sunday will happen. If we have an opportunity to honor a living person, it is far better than no chairman if they want it doesn't make too much meaning. So once the person is alive, once the person contributed to the success and the good story of Hasso, that's what he has. And you if you can't know say we don't know what that Hasso no and you say it gladdens that individual's heart rather than say overtrain if I know only we are to be man who could down say we can tribute so we want to do it, honor him while he's alive so that he knows that we appreciate him.
Opariado na mote se odin sem kakra etuja coach Abdul Karim Zito akasa abra Kumasi Asante Kotoko Africa no draw no eba abonti akotoko first game omne kwara ai won Nigeria edebe boy ni no wakasa kakra ede atuja ochemo se ene pere no very tough e wo Africa na ombebo no but omo ai ever ready se kwambia so omo ebehia team no.
As usual, everybody who qualifies to play in the competition is a good club. Even though I met them during my stay of Dream FC, it's still very tough for us. It was very tough, but we'll do everything possible to eliminate them. It's a different environment altogether. You can't compare Dreams to Kotoko. And then in terms of players' maturity, I think Kotoko is ahead of Dreams. But aside that, there were some issues with the young ones that I'm trying to build with this club again. And if you are able to achieve, to which I'm sure we are going to achieve that, it doesn't matter who you played. What matters is trying to do well, change your attitude towards winning. So I wasn't surprised. I was expecting because we have a pool of teams that qualifies for the competition. and balloting is different. So anything can happen during the ballot. But we meeting Kwara State is a team I've played before, and I know how they operate because so far so good with my players. I see the attitude positive during training. So I think now they rather will also be thinking about Kotoko than we thinking about them. Because they know Kotoko is a big club or twice an African champion. So definitely they will be very serious, us will be more serious than them.
Yari Shim, Oyerepa
100.7 FM.
Ojamjai, Yari Shim, Oyerepa
100.7 FM.
Ofa yan shasi eni enkopiem e wo nation safety.
Ya de behwehwim o.
Ya de behwehwim se si ade akabe 9 days bi na transfer window na close.
Oh fire.
Na ya de ba behwehwim yi nations for na waka 9 days na mo monitor player friend no. Oye defender e friend Solomon Adumako. Half in a nations for a so monitor Abrantiano. Now Abrantiano, a former great Olympics player. Wa bought national team Nibia, Menoka say cross our national camp. A hanty or more air monitano. Edo maso air to former Quembia so no nations. Epe say or Modia Abrantiano, Ebeka Mutimuno.
Solomon
Adumako.
Okay.
Ojamjai, Yari Shim, Oyerepa
100.7 FM.
Afanti yan tuansem ne so na yenkopie mu e wo Karela United. Sesi amene o kasa de abranti a enei na osi akan e de ema nation safety sesi ano Karela United omo echirema omo se omo pe abranti na abranti ne din e de Richard Beck enye ye Beck nsentro ni o Richard Beck na osi akan e de man nations sesi no Karela United show interest amone nkomotwetwe no akwa akire ye papa kaka krabi na bibia etimi asosidi e de Amakarela United.
Ojamjai Yari Shim, Oyerepa
100.7 FM.
Where dey ye kwakopiem e wo 11 wonders Lagos cities. Say na what we your story be says say ade o say omo de 11 wonders for say omo logo no e de Lagos cities ukra na wo ka ho asem ni na minim de ba ye 11 on the CEO e friend Mr. 7 Peru se Poru PUR Poru o se Pu ono na the picture da so no enye ono a me no ka say no se si ade wa resign o say a personal reason oni obi ani nchiremu bia wa resign
Wagwan.
Ojamjai Yari Shim, Oyerepa
100.7 FM.
Heart of Lions to Sesi Ade omni abranti e friend no Jao Polo ejei ewie. Sesi abranti na sign 3 years deal e de ama Heart of Lions. It is Sesi Ade or has player. Heart of Lions player.
Ojamjai Yari Shim, Oyerepa
100.7 FM.
Okay, enti offer yamfa kotokone house de into aso on ye wia ne abebo senche cap na yamfa senche cap ne de na mra
senche na de nu akase na wie na de ama captain ne nua
offer in senche cap na mbebo no 2025 e fixtures na timi aba abonten na ebe start Thursday 28 August and na in senche cap no start na ma day 1 no Nations FC any dreams na bebo and na afen so second game no na Samates any aduana abo ni nyina match day 1 na ma day 2 no so mediema and so any Nations e de abo any na second game no aye Baseke Holy Stars any Samates na ma day 3 no so aye aduana Stars any Baseke Holy Stars na afen so next game no aye Dreams FC any mediema na day 4 no ma day 4 no ebe ye 3rd and 4th place and on bebo eno ebeba so 31st of August and eno beba so na the same 31st of August na nkasa no enwumre no na enei 3 p.m. pepe grand final no etimi abaso enti wo screen ne so a fixtures no na eda screen ne so ewo ho enti sesi ade yenko piemu ewo Accra House of Folk omo asoye
Ojamjai Yari Shim, Oyerepa
100.7 FM.
Now what you ever told you say enche has eba ababa be unveil 8 players and a play away ba yan kasa de e de asototo from na 8 omubru 8 9 players and a has ebe on value omo na Sunday na Monday de game ni mu na ansha e ho na unveiling no ebe si akoso e wo honom na players no eye one no eye Samuel Amankwa ono efi Okwa United has assigned o mawie se si akasa has de beba abonten o mawie bia abrante no ye training no has na ha me patcho ni position ne de
Samuel
Amankwa yes okay. Ena me ba ye ofie ha George Paku Tama na house ene na twetwe nkomo ni nyina mbeka ofie ha sei sesi ade aye confirm amote se o she house jesi na oda tentan fidie no so se wa be join house amam na nya monwanwa ono so Efra Accra Lions ena akwa akopie mu e wo house folk ena brand e fe no Rocky Jamna so ndo obi anim no former Kotoko player ono so ene isi abibia timi aye akọ pepepepepa ono so abe house player kro ne house ye training da akase omde beba beto tenten fidie ne so ena brand e fe no Abdul Karim ono so esi akan na osi akan e de Man Nations FC na osi akan e Man Nations se si ade obesi akan e de ama house brantie no se si a house for etimi awie a bibia akase no so beba beto tenten fidie ne so e wo ho ena Joseph Kwadwo anonso eya brantia na osi akan e de ema John Pentel Academy no se si ade Joseph Kwadwo anza ononso abe join ne house team no a bibia ko pepepa John Pentel kuraji ni sika ko da ono aba be ye house player ena ene kwada so mercy ya ka kwada so mercy omu be hu no Sunday ombehu se kwada so mercy kire ne bobre e wo pitch ne so
na was 16 na 7
Debi akula ne de ono o de Suraj
Suraj mum ne wo 16 okay
Suraj
kwada so mercy mum ne ya amas akra no okay ono say kwada so mercy ne so mawie bibi ono free sporting club e na aba e na afen so Steven Atupa ana anya atupa maboda hwema me
eyetiu atu
atupa
atupa
yeah
TUPA
woman eni odi e be atupa
there be men kasa atupa me say atupa
se me kase there be e obi otie na anti wu nu no kase o a be atupa ba wo si atupa je ya tro bi
me say atupa
ena me kan atupa nya atupa do a wotie ne nko kase si atupa
me ba cho enya atupa
Steven atupa ena ifia
na atupa esi akan ma Crystal FC
okay
e ho na tupa esi akan na ye fiada de ye tufu de bebe bia mo fire saa e na Caleb Kwati opoku ono so free John Pentel Academy na ese has assign me no free John Pentel Academy ono so akaso om de beto tenten fidie ne so e na afen so Suraj the first name ne de menya fe no Suraj sa branche no ono so abeka ho a ene ono so no osi akan e de Machita FC over 16 years we see a kind of Machita FC on sweat me about Bejunti. Se ade and updates on Solomon Abwesi.
Goalkeeper no?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Update all on the say. Abrantia no enrechi eno koye medical baako. And Emma has. And then wasa ya second one na wie. Onsa me no kasa de has for na kasem bibia tutom but enam prebi na wo pra ye mre bi atwam ni ntino e wo se has for examen no mo hye se prebi anhye baabia bibia ye okay a ti se sia me no kasa de Abwesi omo hye se results ne beba na bibia ye clean na abrantie no etimi assign e de ama has enti eno de enyanye confirm so omo aye be on value omo no obeka ho
and come on so adru be 90 something
I just a resource no e ba ansa eti na se has de no
obesi ma me 9 players bo super pop bi ma no na yewi ana de kotokode na be wi
Samuel Amankwa
okay
George Paku Rocky Jamana Abdul Karim Joshua Kwadwo Henry Kwaku Boateng Steven Atupa and afa so Caleb Kwati Opoku and Suraj
Ojamjai yari afshim Oyerepa
100.7 FM
my number ti na say ofe no yemra mu Kumasi Asante Kotoko na ofa unse circle selection ye bebe Kotoko supporters election na beba so
se nipa miensa na gina ye
unse nra kra na Kotoko for the nipa miensa na omu gina ne ba ebe to wo social media handle ne so esi nipa miensa ye omu be de eye Solomon Ofosuo ware ena afein so mo ben sekire ene oseye sibe aha omu na air stande basesi am no kasa de wo hwe picture na de wo twa to no aha wo say sibe wa twe ne ho afrim Roberto say sibe atwe ne ho afrim wo kirem a osisesi ade o tro ne support nyina tawo no wo tro e de tawo ben se kire
ukra exclusive na nwumre ya oben Solomon
Roberto say sibe
wagwan
wagwan
oh bisa if to so ne ho ese bia na nkofo aka se bia na shika na egbo ne trimu a
ene odi aba abonti
exclusive
yes
enti anwumre ya
wadwane
wase den ne ha ne se
wadwane
watron support there
ama oben sekire so won who said dia aka ne dey say ezi said dia aye oben beses
Solomon Ofosuware
ti be say okono Okuyi moye dia mamia.
First and second. So no we no to so third on. Balloting no. They first and second.
First and second.
Okay. Esro one as asi ho.
Ne they do ballot
28. You know also Obin. Na solo. Okay.
Ebia now you sure so on my ballot dey.
O maye.
Okay.
Now about could train one say answer dey na it means
there be answer say na be 1 2 testing mark 1 2 1 2 1 2 it's na so far eno no na young me
ya dia hwem Oyerepa
100.7 FM
yanko pm Kotoko training ground so no me wo Cape Coast no abrante e friend 10 nedu Samuel e be kind of
Samuel Tinedu okay
Samuel Tenedu na nkrofo kuma ne papa no okoye no o man nkrofo nsa si form there be onye biem we di nsa na si form no chese we prove o wrong o enye nsa na si form se wakodi boni o
se do sika no nso wo fatia o ka twi se ya obedwum se
we gu nkrofo ani mase yes
Samuel Tinedu
jai
wo monitor de ekoso
me monitor yani no eye fo
wo ho mu di training no
ja no say ho e dey fefa ho kosa
Samuel no
na da so no
okay
eti sesi ade to fo ne de ai
me fu also squad ho
ja
we say ade bi obewuram
enye se okay Kotoko team ni mo no e be say since we wan hwe Kotoko matches no wa yo ho obia de ani bre na eba na 20 na yese wo je no oni morphine no
morphine
donzu
mo tinkofo di wo mo pia
coach no what that no
mo man tipaye
selection be dey
so one drop it in do
me ko pepara de amazito no ba wa beje no wanom na nya sa de a ode ne sa ne sini tini sei de a na ese be bia pressure
okay
eti no na Kumasi Asante Kotoko yen form story in chat one yen sorry so na empanifo metena agwam no mo fansam ne mako empese mu Kotoko eda ochina ombebo 2 friendly matches na baako omobebo no eno eye omone Kotoko Knit Soccer Academy ena ede ebo eni ti nese no ena da screen so e wo hono no anopom bebo bi nese nwumre omo asa bobi enti wofa ewia de ene Friday no ye kohome na ochina yaba
too matches baako ne yellow ayinti
ena de wa
baako ne da hono
Black emancipation nebebo ena Knit Soccer Academy ena de beba
acha sama beka ko presentation na
watchina yes wo fan camera afio ochina na chairman ko chebutu no
Oyerepa
100.7 FM
watchina ena chairman solo coach 65 boot no e de ama Kotoko technical team no ena afa playing body no omo ko chebutu no e wo Cape Coast e de ama omo nti won se ye botofo yi na Kumasi Asante Kotoko players ni nyina shebutu muno free US aba e ma na nyo nwanwa omo nyina omo na ase be ye fe ti na se election no eniama wa promise ya na no ana chairman solo egusu a oye no eti chairman solo baby a obi ana ese mi sumi jesi no said de wo ya ma eyi kotoko ne de
jesi de o kaso branded ya na if ya de obeche bi
pa o ya ma kotoko no na wa ye shake and so de ama no why you shake and so the man because me wo ho ne kra no of aka say ko bi no
me judi
ko bi na ha nti nice wo de aba
wo sha na me so ma she
yes
na baba isa she danger so she captain de o se ne de no nya na yi
o se wonya ni ska so ni opeska ko ma me nti eja etu ofa ya de si ha de da ye koso ya ne de pitri yes
Richard Kwabi wa binchi waso wo monitor more fire to jane kum and akoko ashama ya Eric Mafo wasi adwuma na wo ye no
na ma ye no ya
kotoko nkope akora ife ne se Bernardino Teta akora ne ye bola odimbo nti Mafo so dia wo de ba eno no Chekanti
echiredi
uko shekia bana ya be sheki mu pai bona na
echiredi pai bona ya beba sa unim se me ankasa de na me ka ye no me ne promise apostle that dey see ama me ne ono a na ewu enti we di ono anso be gina mu dia na ese wo se esa aba ne be kagum hye
That's what I'm not teaching you.
Some men and pie bono.
I
men no dear. Apart from Seattle radio ne so no. Won say me was special ayibia. E wo me ho a me nya me so mo de se wa ofa wa.
Oh, no dear.
Me fan ni agrokra because this way metimi ahu de ekoso nyina na eja me.
Shega tobo.
Aha. Some me messiah prophetess.
Shega tobo. O kordo. What how?
Over what you say messiah.
But we the first year. Hey, tatu ni tatu kitu.
She. Ofa.
Tobo.
Enya asema
me judi on pipe on so
me sane ba kugwa ba de
e na kan too much so edu ofa say the wo fa say kade atudwa no kre well teams not prepare this year I think say top 4 no na meti say na Gaka chairman na o kan wasem say of the toy dem mo go through no eventually they will be able to organize the top 4 at Baso I think on the 20th right I baso na a good thing. Also, the main reason or one of the reasons are top 4 Gaka Ediba, you know, it been said to prepare the teams for more African competitions now. And you use start games now as a training preparation for the African competitions now. By next month, as I go stars, Ebeko Africa. I don't think so. Be not test be a chance. Testing, and I had this particular year. Tough on the clubs now. A woman, Hearts of Folk, Heart of Lions, Go Stars, and Asante Kotoko. And I think so. When all these teams are almost end the league, the way you know, and the top 4 no more participate here. You're looking at the competitive level. Most of the time, our teams not prepare. I'll start a new season. I will be able to showcase the obetimi. So all her team games now. A bit teams like African. I'm talking about Kotoko and Go Stars. A very good preparation. A very good preparation. At any point in time, say, teams like African will benefit. Of us others here, because how many times have been your teams we able together in a competition? And I like it. So if you listen to Kodoko player, Emmanuel Nchasama can say they are taking it serious. I agree with them. Say so taking it serious. And I want to believe we say Gold Stars will also do so. At the time I pair against JSK. At the time I pair against Kwara. So I think it's a good time as a competition no. Abasono. Sometimes na man son in the delay. Now we know the essence, the rare essence of the competition, no? Right? But here they are going to start the playing from 20th, hopefully next week. After next week, they will have about 2 or 3 weeks to go to Africa, no? So coaches that teams, no, in Zito and from Manson, no, every the team, no, in a competitive situation. We are, baby, as of fixing, no, what my fix it, as your team, no, will be ready to go into Africa, no. mako compete. So that's good. Samo Tinedu or performing or Asante Kotoko. I think Tinedu ba Kotoko no. Tama eba se Kotoko kopeno no. That stakes near very high. Yenim the potential, yenim the obetimi aye. And but for injury, Nama Kotoko ain't the best out of him. And I want to believe the coach I want to see any player or performing at the optimum level, highest level. And Tinedu say if of all the issues I buy to the extent that team no call keep quiet training kid and you film. Among other things I see a player otia ediaba mbuoba no. So when the opportunity you have to give it a go. So I'm happy to hear say he's performing at that level. Because Sunday you to me here. Over injuries I can't. What does he? Because Kodoko but no, we all thought say or be taking that position. No. Kodoko spending a lot on him. The buy. Is that player banner say and they were prayer watching I say and coach can we play nahi. As a coach because there's a high hope. A bit set to say they have to focus no. And now we can once. Whoever I hear them or manages a player no must sit him down and talk to him. You see, supporters a bit me now play an abana how many movie coach be anywhere offer. So be man the 3 points. Na the job secure on people. And I saw before I know because wow we are the bebo me no. Me ma wo mo no akwa hye me ne apam me. So coach bia person who ni player say that player no are fully fit, ready to play at any point in time. It or done a strategy, or bet you what planning, or bet you planning the strategy, Edward draw strategy, knowing very well say you be available for him to play in the game or kokobo. By a number pra, watch number pra, me yare, ukwaya on toda. Ukwanda be a pra. Training a pra plans, you say, training a be pra, de be a pra. Me wa team Luchaoka. So sometimes you agree with the clubs no. So be frustrated and say they maybe because don't want person player no. On be my wa. So my combine two players as make on. Tinedu and Seto say. As Yana over the Kotoko ebia omo yedu ebia even though professionally and can do as a basa. But as human as we are when I was get tall you tell hone oba de bia we pra na ya no madwene kwa say udi e plano esie wo mo what I say they chronic I show one wudim and abaji musika. So I'm happy to hear say we see from say bo pass ye ne nyama wo ye no it is that Tinedu na ye nim no and I was started so when you're ready to face that competition and fight for Nayi. And I want to believe say so yesterday Sheikh Adu Tujoya because you will not hesitate by playing him. At the end of the day, it's about results and a coach be happy. Likewise, Seto said, you know. And a permittance danger my kana as what I say now why na Seto say na o man ko any why never play pass on ko. Ko even play upon team. But we play and say they be out on they be out there me yare me say you been found plan here. Why do you see there? You better jump when you pay way for player with my baby Mandama.
Mate,
you know, something that your band that player no. Because me
so who you suit your band that player and the other say throw no try and yes opera. Say plan one. It has to folk to decide. Say will be our over. What in the sense and I would know. A bit be and you're comfortable with that. In house to some plan. Aha, I will say one too many. What I say, a move is a player go out to me a fakey and all Saturday. And especially it's a player who tied that uncle for teams. Is on the Bezam Cano. Player issues on what can cry into. I don't Bezam can almost ban on. Sir, and says a player so can no Sanamo Jano, I don't know doctors.
Omunyan, that's why oh, but still, I know but bra. Yeah, I don't my bra. Of it doesn't speak well for a top player. What about Bahasi? So there's a Bahasi.
Or more much be 5 crowd.
has got all said that no more no buy is got a penno as I say penno supporters who can you now be doing as only more and more masan penna.
I'm 5 from money and I am here to I can live to us. Zach, and I come here say.
Sir, we're listening so time until no idea.
Oh,
man, check. See, I'm coaching on the first lineup for the season.
Abba,
yeah.
Hey, I should mammy hear me pa.
Was started Allison
on there definitely.
And our about from Pond, right back. Kekets, left back. Van Dijk and Konate, 2 center backs. We bought a midfield of Soboslai,
yes,
McAllister, and a Florent Wirtz.
Yes.
Cody Gakpo on the left,
Ekitike.
Salah on the right, and Ekitike.
Yes.
And so as a striker, until where your first lineup and slot changes our boom from the last game I bought preseason no. Sorry, community shield.
Community shield, no.
McAllister, Obi, Curtis Jones.
Okay, yes.
I game started Curtis Jones.
But yeah, but this time,
I say McAllister and fully fit. And now if you was starting McAllister, until this is the team now.
Allison, Van Dijk, Konate, Kekes, Soboslai, McAllister, Salah, Gakpo. Ekitike from Pond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until Bournemouth and so some you started. Some you started.
Yeah.
And until keeper number 2 from Chelsea, no Petrovic.
Yes.
One
Edemo.
Until show more. Almost 2 center backs no. So I'm going to be Diakite from Lille. Diakite, yes. I'm going to find from Lille. One obe replace Dean Huijsen. Intended a Sanisi ni Diakite. And a bo omo 2 and 3. And obo trophy on so I'm going this is on but you know yes Evanescence start Tino and the captain no Smith and so and a board right back virtually almost many other pans and then 7 p.m. 2 teams in the lineup already first game about kick off the season no me sure say Tino Benya
funny to tell you yeah for sure
so we body o share ya na odin pap
I need that to also definitely
yeah come on Tino when the Kruma say no if you see and a lot of argument have gone on Tino me pa che o mu so asem we say me fa Kube nkwa na nye example we e Kube nkwa na me example we fa say general secretary or lawyer ntino ma me fa lawyers
good
the lawyer for mu tie sisi ai ntie te we lawyer ni betimi aka say wa like lawyer for ku no odon no wo jai so enti lawyer for eku no tinu no wa hwe krata abro mo say me jai ku no o ka se wo jai no e na ku no so age atum say ampa ya jatum say wo jai ku no am ya suspend o kra Tino, end of the year, lawyers for Equako omo annual meeting. I could take this. I lawyer chrono. With my Aqua. Well, common logic. Ena, o de yemfa books on tunchen, yemfa fearsem, if ye nyansa, and fanjaja some way. Say a qua was o join it. No about say a go no mejai. Don't we be a minya bium, me jai. And a most my jet to Sampa, what jai, am I suspended? I think by the annual general means I could take this. Ye ba out was it my baby to Abba. To be impossible. Nina no, simple. They needed instrument to come and get numbers of here to pass.
Based on
yenya him how things there's no way na munya numbers but payam on person much fast we chechira asem ni mu no tino sabi and to asum obi anim say Soterman they had no business during the Congress. One, they are not a relegated team. The argument about the motion omunya relegated team. You know, one at one say ABC didn't know. Ya check out about say, young Bobium. emobiom no yɛsɛ kuo no yɛyie ho afirim yɛne mu no hwee biom ɛne akɔtena baabi ɛna mo agye atum sɛ ampa kuo no moyi ɔmo afirim ɛna mo suspend ɔmo koraa de aka ho atino ɔmo suspension no was somewhere June 27th ɛna FD krata ba bonten sɛ they suspended if anything Nsoatramai. How can a suspended member be at Congress? And you know, born I say you're serious. So, and you better
Kofobeja padi, mafanasa.
No, you're serious. You dear go ahead and Kofobi na any day in Kumasina. You know, you dear go too much. And you better Tino, sir, Kotoko, Amubo. Metena the man was over friendly matches. No,
a number 2 friendly matches.
Somebody about to be an ammo.
Back and back on it.
Ah, the man on Monday fly bands about 2 matches, you know.
Okay.
Hey,
emancipation in needs academy also.
Okay. Into a channel about in
and opinion area.
And it is a better team, no. Say, you know, a friend say, tough for no. Next week, right?
Sure.
Next week, almost started. Say weekend, you know, on about a DNA cap no. Omo cap on between Hearts and Heart of Lions. Tombo we are next week. Omo the top four on so access. So I'm sure say unse team ya all start preparation na prisoner all the low profile games. Na uko enim na umiem. I'm sure say after this one no midi kwaro mo omo body mo eden kakra before me kwa cry akwa start top four. Until let's see preparation on where no say research stage we na I'm sure say interest boss so I'm arrangement that whether they will stream the game live or not, but say on platform no nanko on the stream games no na say the supporters will have the chance to see the players now on my tom for so in action and you know o time so say etie for no obama mo kakra bi na omo so e de time nti mam jam
that's it Zach I mean sure woni akomia searchi I mean mam kakra na ansa na dwumade wo ho no etimi aba abetwa so 0322 494401 0322 494771. These are two lines are yefre ediesi so 0322 494401 0322 494771. Na wafre eno be ya no use the other line na MTN na de ma wono na onso watwa FM kama na yekoyenim. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Mini ambacho udin. Me bacho e bro say.
Hello.
Yeah, what you mean ka? Okay. Monsa checking na you say obetumi ejina so a. Hello. 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 Okay. When you're ready, nti yenhwe the other line yemfa the aka no emfa emra ewa ha enemo 0322494771 0322494401 ufresimu a ebetumi afawo anase obetumi afre 0244 927 576 0244 927 576 number sinyina no obetumi afre na nhwe this one. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Fakra, good evening.
You say amame. Yo.
And you may the radiasi has for your penny for you say I think some players need to feel leg na the bon you train and so no ma the dia to tell you my boko omo aba no sia mo aba atena se na omo mebo adwuma maye ye mpe de etwa mu ye mpe se be hu bi ni atidi be dia me ni asancho obi amanaje
me da say sister Coach na me inshallah na me hwese we so I ready a. Hello. Okay, when to me enyina so ewo ho enomo enche na ye de ho no ba betwa so e de amamo na yako akohome 0322494401 0322494771 na wafre 0244927576 0244927576 na yahwe nipa be mienu miensa bi na ya di aka no ejam ewo hosame eno nye ready na ebe ha india na jese yenya na yemfa di aka no enhye ho no ensaiwia na yakotwe ho aba e di aba abegina mamehwe ba ku bi a efa ha na yenkona ose Liverpool is winning tonight. Liverpool will never walk alone. Bright King, the message on Facebook. Yes, King Stephen GH. I'm watching you live from Drobo, St. Mary's Hospital, Mortuary. Kotoko will be stronger again. And also, any a free King Stephen, a whole eba and Yumre Nyansapo Anderson. Also watching you live from Gumwa West. Chelsea is winning the EPL. Yada say Prince Adakwa Nyamiche. Black emancipation is for Rashid Sumaila. Okay, yada siminia. Nti yemfa NC na anamontinti biya biwie